Moses Boldu joining me on the desk for our first look at sports, and of course playoff hockey continuing here in the border city. We had the Universal Heat earlier this week. Now the Lloydminster Bandits opened up their postseason last night. And they were excited to get it going too, because they took on one of their bitter rivals, the Vermilion Tigers. Of course, the Bandits taking 4 of 5 this regular season. The Tigers did play the Bandits good all year, I'll tell you that much. But this is the playoffs, and it's a different animal. Just 2 minutes in, or 2.5 minutes in, Calvin Koska's shot stopped. Tigers can't clear. Kirk Chief puts home the rebound. Hail to the Chief. Bandits taking the early lead. 2 minutes later, Bandits strike again. Brody Pollard all alone puts it on the net, and he'll score probably the easiest goal he'll ever get. 2-0 now. We'll go to the early second. Chris Romanchuk and Pollard on a 2-on-1. Pollard passes and fires home his second of the night. It's now 3-zip. Minute later, Tigers break the goose egg. Easton Oborowski makes not one but 2 saves up close. However, he lets a squeaker in. Darwin Schell with the goal. He gets credit. They cut the deficit to 2. Halfway through the second, though, Jared Aschenbrenner sneaks in, makes no mistake, and he's pumped, he'll tell you that much. Shortly after that, Bandits man advantage, and it will be the captain rifling it from the top of the face-off circle. What a blast. That's his second of the night as well. Bandits take this one 8-2. They take a 1-0 lead in that series. Game 2 goes tomorrow night at the Civic Center. Now elsewhere in Junior B, it was Wainwright handling the Canadians an old-fashioned whooping as they hammer St. Paul by a score of 9-1. They take a 1-0 lead in their best-of-7 series as well. In the NEAJBHL, the Bonneville Pontiacs were riding a 2-game win streak, not too shabby. They were taking on the 4th best team in the country, however, in the Fort Mac Oil Barons. A tall task for the Yaks, or so you would think. A huge win for Bonneville here, 6-1 the final over the Oil Barons. Team scoring leader Spencer Fu chipped in with a goal and an assist. He now has 35 tallies on the season. Luke Mahura has a pair of goals in that contest as well for the Pontiacs. Bonneville is now just 2 points back of 4th place and 4 points back of the Lloydminster Bobcats for 3rd in the conference. Now the Pontiacs are back in action this Friday on the road against Sherwood Park. Now it's their final regular season weekend for the Lakeland Rustlers basketball teams. They will kind of look to win both games against NEAJBHL, especially on Saturday night being their final home game. It is also senior day at Lakeland Gym, so several players will be moving on to either the university level to continue the basketball journey, or like Amanda Carlton, saying goodbye to the college game for good. The 5th year becomes the first ever 5th year to be at the college, or at least play for the team. As of right now, the Spokane, Washington native hasn't set in just yet.
Pre-game routines and just looking in the stands, last time coming out, for the starting lineup and stuff like that. So that will probably soak in. But then obviously afterwards too, with everything just being done, But it's a bittersweet thing.
Now, this could be a potential quarterfinal matchup against NEAJBHL, as both teams will be in provincials. You can see this one, Lakeland Gym again, Saturday night, 6 p.m. tip-off for the ladies. The men will go at 8 o'clock. Now, it's hard to believe that softball camps have already started here in the border city, considering the amount of snow we had yesterday. Now, one local talent, it's been a year to remember, building on an impressive resume in her early career, hoping to add to that by cracking the under-18 Lloydminster Rebels roster. Matt Schumont has more with Sydney Noble in this week's Superstar Next Door.
Getting into softball 6 years ago, playing catch in the backyard with her parents, Sydney Noble has developed into a phenomenal player, but admits it takes hard work, but the rewards are endless.
It's a mental game. It challenges your mind. It's fast-paced. I get to play with my friends.
Doing whatever it takes to get better at the game, head coach Tracy Blanchard says it's shown as Sydney picked up a bronze medal at the Junior Women's Nationals this past season.
The extracurricular stuff that she does with softball and all the hard work she puts in at the hitting cage and whatnot, that makes her stand out.
Not only does Sydney excel on the diamond, but she has maintained honors with great distinction for the last 3 years at Holy Rosary High School and has even helped grow the sport in the border city.
She is a very good organizer. She actually is part of our association for the Learn to Play program. So she teaches little kids from 5 to 9 how to play softball in schools. So yeah, between trying to keep her homework done and her school done on a daily basis, she goes into schools and works with little kids. So yeah, she does very, very well at that as well.
Now as for what Sydney has in mind for the future, she would like the best of both worlds and take her ball and schooling to the college level.
There's the opportunity of getting a scholarship and playing throughout university and college, so that's in the future.
Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.